Coming off the winter 2021 anime season that was filled to the brim with amazing sequels and new animes alike, it was certainly one of the greatest seasons of anime we have in years. So when spring 2021 came around, I couldn't help but think that this season has got some huge fucking shoes to fill, and that there's no way the anime industry will be able to deliver the same quality for winter. But man, was I wrong. I was genuinely surprised at how good the spring season is right now, and I'm not even counting the continuations or spin-off of other animes this season. There are already a shit ton of amazing shows to talk about, so allow me to share with you my picks for the must-watch animes of spring 2021.
Bruce Springsteen, Bruce Springsteen.
Odd Taxi is definitely one of the weirder animes that I've watched this season, and it's probably gonna be slapped on by a lot of people. Now, anthropomorphic characters acting like humans aren't something new to anime, but at the same time, it doesn't feel anything like Beastars at all. It follows a taxi driver named Odokawa living a normal life while he meets different kinds of interesting customers. I honestly still have no idea what the story is building toward, but for now it's looking like something out of a Tarantino film with its old-timey crime mystery vibe. Odd Taxi is by far one of the most unique shows airing right now, and it really came out of nowhere, but it's just too bad this season is so stacked that people might just overlook it. Huh, so Studio Wit made an action idol anime. No way it's gonna be any good, right? Okay, I stand corrected. This show is fucking amazing. So, Vivy Fluorite Ice Song follows the main character Vivy, who is the first autonomous humanoid AI singer, and a very cheeky, hyper-advanced AI sent from 100 years in the future named Matsumoto as they work together to rewrite history so they can prevent an AI apocalypse. Yeah, basically this is just Terminator the anime. However, the release of Vivy garnered very little hype, and I kind of understand why. I mean, when I first read the synopsis for the show, I thought it was going to be another idol type anime, but I decided to give it a chance just because it was done by Studio Wit and written by ReZero's creator. But after seeing the opening of the first episode where robots are brutally murdering humans, I was completely sold. And if you watch ReZero, you know that there's gonna be more brutal stuff coming. It's still somewhat under the radar right now, but no matter if you're on time for the weekly releases or watching from the far future, you should just go watch it just because of how amazing the animation, music and story are. Plus, Vivy is a freaking badass, so don't sleep on this show. Okay, this season is amazing. 86 is the political war mecha show that I've been waiting for, and if you're a fan of Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans or Code Geass, this is definitely the show for you. But instead of bipedal robots, we got giant freaking spider robots with guns on them. You've got a country at war against autonomous unmanned mechs, and a racist pureblood society that treats people who are different as subhumans or disposable soldiers that are controlled by the pure-blooded commanders. But of course our main girl is the only pureblood who thinks it's wrong to exploit these soldiers and understands the true sense of human loss whenever one of her units dies in battle. Heck, even if you don't like mecha, you should at least stay for the epic music because it's composed by none other than Hiroyuki Sawano himself. And although his music is always good, it's especially good when it's in a war-torn science fiction setting, and 86 is definitely that kind of anime. I really hope this will become the amazing mecha war epic that we were hoping for from A1 Pictures, unlike another certain mecha show from A1. I'm definitely not talking about Darling in the Franxx. Now, what's a new season without an isekai to come with it, am I right? And I'm talking about the delightful show I've been killing slimes for 300 years and maxed out my level. The story is quite cute because we got the main character that died after overworking herself and got reincarnated into this new world, so all she wants to do now is to just relax in her new life. I mean, she died from overworking, so it's only natural that she would want to live a quiet life while she casually kills slimes for the next 300 years and unexpectedly becoming the strongest witch in the world. This is really just a funny, light-hearted series where she just ends up being challenged by other people but she easily just defeats them because of how strong she is and how she slowly gains new family members to make her life much more lively. I wonder if she'll face any strong opponents that will defeat her one day.
赤き炎、青き炎、黒き炎よ、我の力の代わりとなれ。
術式順天、青。術式反転、赤。挙式。
No freaking way, man. Is this a fucking Jujutsu Kaisen reference?
魔法の際エクセプロージョン
Now this season we have Combatants Will Be Dispatched, or as I like to call it, Sci-Fi Konosuba. It's written by the author of Konosuba, so if you enjoy watching the stupid satirical dialogue and shenanigans that the author is known for, this is a pretty good show to watch and provides a good laugh just because of how ridiculous most of the gags are.
おちんちん祭り
The show has Sci-Fi Kazuma as he is sent to explore an alien planet so he can earn a promotion in the Kizaragi Corporation, and even Megacorp that wishes to conquer the galaxy while accompanied by a lolly android with a freaking shotgun. You really can't make this shit up. Then he agrees to defeat the Demon Lord's army and assembles a team to do so, where we are introduced to Aqua, but this time she's a useless warrior along with basically immortal darkness in a wheelchair and a fire-breathing Megumin.
力尽きた
Although funny and relaxing animes are great, sometimes you just want to experience an anime that's meaningful, heartbreaking, and beautiful that will also make you cry. Well, To Your Eternity is that show, and it managed to do something so incredibly special in one episode that a full season of other shows can't even accomplish during its own runtime. We are taken on a journey with this orb cast down to earth by a godlike entity to experience life, love, and loss, while taking the form of different things like a rock, then the moss on top of that rock, and eventually taking the form of a dying wolf, giving it legs to explore the world. The immortal being then meets with a young man who turns out to be the owner of the dying wolf, but the being stays with the young man and keeps him company until he decides to venture into the frozen wasteland to find his family. But his first day didn't go so well and suffered a severe leg injury, and he still remained optimistic until he doesn't.
解放してただけなんだから。
To Your Eternity is definitely unlike any animes I've seen. The characters, the atmosphere, the music, and the emotions is just something so beautiful, yet so sad.
死ぬと思った瞬間、思い出したのは親でも友達でもなく、橘ひなただった。
Tokyo Revengers is another time travel anime this season, and it centers on Takemichi Hanagaki, a 26-year-old loser who now has a chance to save his ex-girlfriend Tachibana Hinata from dying after he discovered he has the powers to travel back 12 years into the past. He now has to work with Tachibana's brother Naoto, whose future was also changed by Takemichi when he traveled back in time. His job is to now infiltrate the Tokyo Manji gang and climb the ranks in order to rewrite the future and save Hinata from her tragic fate. I would say it's probably quite similar to Erase, but as of now, it doesn't feel as good as the manga readers have hyped it up to be.
殺すぞ
But I am a sucker for time travel stories, and the fact that manga readers say it has a lot of twists and turns in the future, I'll definitely continue to pay close attention to Tokyo Revengers to see if I was wrong about it.
タイマン買ってくれよ。
So Higehiro, or also known as After Being Rejected, I Shaved and Took in a High School Runaway, is not what you think. I mean, it's just about a mature adult businessman taking in an underage runaway high school girl who's just offering her body for a place to stay.
I thought I had it all together
ああ、お前も好きにしろ。
ねえ、やらなくていいの。
You were close
私、結構おっぱい大きいと思うんだけど。
Okay, in all seriousness, after watching the first few episodes, this seems to be just the story of a respectable adult guy trying to help out a younger girl find her way in life. Yes, it's still weird, but Yoshida's dynamic with Sayu is like that of an older brother-sister relationship, and he also acts as a figure she can respect as a high school girl. I have high hopes for this, and I have seen manga readers saying that their relationship will remain platonic, so hopefully it does. Higehiro is shaping out to be quite a cute and wholesome show, and wait a minute. Oh no, her backstory is gonna be fucking depressing, isn't it? Shadow's House is another weird entry in this season, and it's definitely interesting to say the least. It's sort of like a cute mystery slice of life show about faceless shadowed nobles living in a vast mansion attended by living dolls who spend much of their time cleaning out the soot endlessly emitted by their mysterious masters. From what I can tell, there's definitely more to the story than meets the eye, and it's very likely leaning towards some dark underlying mysteries that has yet to be revealed in the anime. A lot of manga readers have said that Shadow's House is very good and has a similar vibe to The Promised Neverland, so maybe fans of the show might enjoy this show and fill the void that is the disappointment of Season 2.
With a Honda, you can ride right up. Parks anywhere. And it's so easy on the budget, too. No wonder you meet the nicest people on a Honda. World's biggest seller.
Now this anime is brought to you by Honda, the power of dreams. Okay, memes aside, Super Cup is actually a pretty cute and wholesome show that's quite a hidden gem in this season. It's a very artistic and beautifully directed show about a lonely second-year high school student named Koguma. But one day after she acquires a second-hand Honda Super Cup motorcycle, brought to you by Honda. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. Her perception of her town begins to open up as we see how the almost monochrome look of the show suddenly lights up with color. Honestly, the show is quite relaxing and gentle, and it really shows the creeping joy in life when we suddenly discover a new interest that brightens up our sometimes bland and repetitive life.
どこまでも走って行ける。
Now, those were the 10 most promising new animes that I personally think is or should be good to watch this spring 2021. But like I said in the beginning, there are shit ton of good animes this season, so I would like to at least mention some other good ones, including sequels and spin-off. I mean, Moriarty the Patriot Season 2 is back with more mind games between Sherlock and Moriarty, and there's even a Shaman King remake for all of you 2000s anime fans. There's also the Slice of Life spin-off Slime Diaries, where it's so sweet and cute, I am literally getting diabetes just from watching it. And finally, Those Snow White Notes is a music anime about a talented shamisen player trying to rediscover his passion. It touches on some pretty adult themes and the soundtrack is pretty amazing. Oh yeah, if you've seen this clip going around YouTube, it's actually from this anime.
Baby-chan, Mamaが迎えに来たわよ。
Okay, this time I'm actually done with all the spring 2021 anime recommendations. So let me know in the comments down below which shows you're most excited about and why. And also, did any of my recommendations pique your interest? With that said, if you enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more anime recommendations. Thanks for watching, have a great day, and as always, stay safe everyone.